Tonight I'm very happy to welcome our friend Anna Carvalho from Portugal. She is an international star, actress, and also starting 2 years ago her own directorial efforts. Hello, Anna, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much, Sherif, for inviting me to be here. It's always a pleasure to talk with you.
Very much. Last
Thank you.
year, we have an interview published about your beginnings, studies, and work in Portugal cinema, and then, venturing into working in the States and Europe.
Mhm.
And today I was watching your new show reel, there are a lot of work in English and in French and in Spanish, So, and right now you are in Austin, Texas.
Mhm.
So at the end of the interview last year, you talked to me about the upcoming launch of Joaquin, the
Yes.
television series, or the streaming web series. I don't know how they call them right now. So tell me about your role in this particular series.
So Joaquin, it's a Latin-based series, um, and we filmed 3 episodes last year. It was kind of a pilot, to be honest. My character is, because I'm still shooting. It's an angel, and I'm the guardian of Joaquin. To be honest, we start shooting, but now we change a little bit the plot. The executive producer and the writer, they change a little bit the plot. So we take a little bit in a different direction, but I'm still an angel, and I'm still the guardian of Joaquin. But I'm as well working with other characters of the show. So because of we know what happened this year, because of COVID, we stop, and so we're going to start shooting this week, and we're going to go back to the set. We're going to have the one shooting of some scenes, small scenes, but yeah, I'm the guardian angel, and I was an observer on the first 3 episodes. On this one, I'm supposed to be more active and can have a different position in relationship with Joaquin. But let's see what's gonna happen, because I don't have all the episodes yet, so it's kind of, I'm working day by day. But they gave it to me. But yeah, on the 3 first episodes, that's what you see. You see Joaquin with his best friend and this angel that people don't really realize that he's an angel. But if after a while, you understand that is the relationship with Joaquin, it's different, and she's a kind of a character. And so that's more or less my character on the first 3 episodes. But like I said, it's going to change a little bit on the next one. So let's see. But I'm still an angel. Let's see if they give me wings, because I don't have wings on the first one.
I want to ask you, how do you research the role of an angel? Because in cinema and television history, it's very critical to play an angel or the devil. It's a best role. It's very, all the big actors like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino in France. I remember Daniel Auteuil. Everybody has his own take on the devil, or they played falling angels. Like in City of Angels and Wings of Desire with Wim Wenders, directing. So how do you research an angel?
So the director and the writer from that 3 episodes, they had a really clear vision of who this angel was. And so was, from their vision, just create this character that she looks a little bit like a character, but at the same time, I want to give her some humanity, and you give her that with the fails, with the, you know, the smiling, or the, you know, the bad moments and the good moments. Not trying to do an angel just like in a positive size, you know, just an angel that is always good. No, I think when you do an angel or even a demon, the beauty of these characters is when you see layouts, and when you see that there's humanity there, even if they're not human, you know, and try to, you know, they're not machines. So how you create this. So it's just getting some, I think he's getting a little bit of your experience as a human being, because I'm, you know, I never, well, maybe I've seen an angel, but, you know, I never met a real angel. I mean, I met a few human, maybe human angels. But, you know, is get some of our experience that we have from our life, from people that surround us, and bring that that humanity for this character. To be honest, I from everything the director and the writer gave it to me, I got I search a little bit some actors that I like, some characters and actors that I like, that made like angels or these characters in different ways. And so I try to adapt to me and play with that. And it's always a research, you know, not only about the experience that you have in your life, but as well from things that you know, from people that you admire, actors that you admire. So it's a little bit, this is more or less the process. When I auditioned initially for Joaquin, I was supposed to be the demon. And then I passed the exam, so I went up and I became the angel. But again, it was funny, you know, because I really enjoy my demon, and was completely the opposite of this angel. You know, I was really creepy. I love this kind of characters. I love, like, imagine characters as Hannibal the Cannibal, with Anthony Hopkins, because the beauty is not seeing that person doing that character as just one thing. You know, there's layouts, there emotions, there's personality, there are things that you add to that demon or angel, whatever, and then you fall in love, you know, by them, and you just love them, because it's like us, we are humans, we have the best and sometimes the worst, and we are angels and demons. Literally.
We are a mix of everything, you know, human
Yes,
beings.
human being.
But I think the producers of the series found you too angelic to be like the devil, so they gave you
Yeah,
the so
maybe it was the demon like working out on their ear, like, oh, put it as an angel.
yes,
You know, the two.
one ear, yeah.
Yes.
Well, tell me, after, you know, working in different countries and different languages and different directors, and also working in theater, cinema, television, what drove you to direct and write yourself? You know, 2 years ago, you did your first film, Death is Place on Earth. So why you decided at this point of your career, you know, because you still work as an actress sometimes. Um, you know, great actresses decide to become director and they stop, you know, the so since you're still working right now, why did you feel that you want to go behind the camera as well?
Well, to be honest, my degree is in cinema. So I started as an actress, but I first of all, I was always a storyteller since I was a kid. So, you know, acting was something that came along with the time, and you know, I had doubts and no doubts, but I really love it because I could tell stories, and it was a good way to discover myself as well as a person. So later on, I decided if I want to take a degree, why not go behind the camera? So I made my degree in cinema. I didn't start working as a director at that time. I made a few things when I was in college. I direct there, I wrote, and then I was invited when I finished to work as assistant producer. So I started as assistant producer, and for a while I stopped like 1 or 2 years, maybe 3. I was always connected, but I stopped for a while of being connected with acting, and I started producing more. I was kind of producing a few shows back in Portugal, some publicities, commercials. I was the producer of a TV show back there, Industrial One, for a while, and I really enjoyed it. It was something that I enjoy. But production was I'm really good resolving problems, and if I have a problem, I'll try to find a solution, even if it's a crazy one. And a lot of times work. A lot of times more people that are surround you, like, oh, that's a good idea, let's mix with this, and then we find the solution for something. Because I love teamwork. So I'm good finding solutions, but production was not really like my favorite thing, because I really wanted to work with characters and tell a story. So I went back to acting, and when I was in LA, well, before, even in Portugal, I was involved with some people, and we were working, writing, and working on a feature film. We still on hold, big monetary things and other stuff that, well, there's, we'll see what's going to happen, but it's still on hold. And I always had the little thing inside of me that wanted to do it. So when I went to LA, a lot of people were telling me, yeah, don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for the opportunities. You have stories, you had ideas. Why don't you put it on paper and just start doing it? Start doing your movies. And that thing was always in my head. I had friends, I had family, I had a lot of people, you should do it, you should do it. So in 2018 and 17, in fact, I was working with my Colombian friends. We talk about my Colombian friends, and they produce and direct, and we were helping each other. And so I talked with them, and it was like, yeah, let's do it. And we started, we were shooting our stories, and that's how things start. And I love to direct actors, to direct actors. Yes. That's one of my passions. I really love to work with the actor before we being on set, and then there on set, maybe because I'm an actress. So that's one of my passions. And I like to say that my brain is like a computer full of ideas. So I have to connect and then the ideas start. So I love the image as well, the idea of image. So that's why I think it's all connected with direction, directing and so I think that's where everything starts. Yeah, I think I'm a storyteller, as I can say. Storytellers.
Yes, and you have a new film coming up called Red Roses Never Die, correct? It's another short film.
Yeah, it is. Red Roses Never Die. So in 2018, we shoot like Red Roses Never Die, and then I was still in post-production with That Is a Place on Earth. And because it stayed a little bit on hold, and finally last year I found the right editor, because sometimes you need to find the right people as well. And yeah, in the beginning of this year we finished the editing of the film, and let's see what's going to happen. It's been a while. Now it looks like a long time, but sometimes happen, like sometimes films they have to stay a little bit on hold, and that's it. And I was changing from LA to Austin, so it was a transition time. So a lot of things was going on. I was working as an actress, and so like, okay, now let's wait and try to find the right person to help me with the editing part. And yeah, happen. Let's see. I'm excited.
Okay, I will ask you another filmmaker question. I don't know why I feel that compared to Spanish cinema and Brazilian cinema, Portuguese cinema is not well promoted around the world. You know, though I think so, it's correct or not correct because of the quantity of films produced, because of the system. I want to know from you, you know, being born and worked in Portugal, you know, why we don't hear frequently compared to Spanish and, you know, being the neighboring country of Portugal
Mhm. Well,
and also Brazil that speaks apparently the same language.
in fact, this last year, the film that was that the Academy Award in Portugal sent to the Oscars, to the Academy Award here. It was a film that was in a Venice Film Festival and was really well received. The name is Herança in Portuguese. So we have a few films that, you know, that they were recognized and people know them. I think it's maybe about the industry. We have great fantastic filmmakers and cinematographers and production companies. I think the industry is smaller than in Brazil or Spain. Comparing Portugal with Brazil and Spain, it's, you know, it's a small country. We have great potential. And this last few years, a lot of producers and even casting directors now going back to the acting, they've been discovering this little country near of the ocean. And they've been finding, I talked with a few people, I heard a few Q&As, and they've been finding a lot of potential back in Portugal that they never, you know, they never knew that were there, or they never care, I don't know, never happened. And so I think it's as well was because maybe the size of the country, even if, you know, Brazilian, they speak Portuguese and they speak Portuguese because of Portugal, but the country is much bigger than Portugal. Spain as well has a biggest and old industry. So I think it's all about that. Maybe, yeah, we need more promotion about our movies. Maybe we need more people, producers to promote our festivals outside, you know. But in Europe, we are really well recognized, not only in France, Italy, German. We have one big producer, one of them, but you have different ones, like the Paul Branco was one, but you have more people coming out now, or some of them, they've been there for a while and now they are getting known. So yeah, I think it's the size of the productions in the country as well. Yeah, we need to expand and bring Portugal to the world, and cinema to the world. Yeah, I think, yeah. And now we have Netflix Portugal in Portugal. We have HBO in Portugal as well. Or like, you know, HBO Portugal, something like that. I don't know I remember how they call it. But yeah, so there's things going on that we having like a lot of series coming out, and so yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Things were getting bigger now. They will start growing, and you know, so let's see what's gonna happen. And we have definitely fantastic actors, producers. You know, Portuguese is a language that it's pretty easier for us to learn other language. I don't know why, but yeah, it's the way it is, and it's easier if we work really hard. Like, we can lose our accents pretty easily, so it's more neutral, I think. So there's a lot of
I,
events.
I met a lot of people from the festival in Lisboa. It's called Fest. You
Yes, yes.
So, but all the time most of the time the emails I get, you know, it's about workshops, like they only do workshops in this festival. I don't know. So I hope like the industry gets bigger. And I think a lot of countries also who were also smaller scale production than Portugal started to promote themselves, you know, in Cannes and especially the film market, you know, and in Berlin, the big film market, you know, even if the films are not selected in Cannes, but they try to be there in the kiosk in the film market in big film markets, also like the American film market as well in California. But tell
Yeah.
me, Anna, do you have other projects? Are you preparing some other stuff coming up?
Well, I'm working essentially like to see if I finish the, well, just little things from Red Roses Never Die. Like I said, we're shooting Joaquin. I'm working. Like I have an idea for another feature film. Well, another film. I said feature film. I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, yeah, for another film. Some ideas came out. Sundance during the COVID time. Sundance had a few writing was not writing coffee lunch. So I was doing a few, and it was pretty interesting. Some ideas were coming out. So, but it was just for short films, and I have ideas for future films that I start putting on paper. I just have to sit down and start writing and, you know, putting the script all together. And for me, it's always, you know, it's always work because I do it in English. I try to do it in English, and then, you know, having someone to work on my script and to see if if everything is correct, if it's the right, you know, like, oh, there's always a process, a post-production, you know, when you write, it's like that. To see what is best, what is not for the script. But yeah, let's see what's I'm working a lot on my acting career as well. Like, you know, it's options. You can do everything, and I do a lot. I do all my background work, my front work, and it's always a lot of work. So yeah, I'm working not only as an actress, and I'm trying to put all this together. So I'm trying to be organized and not lose myself. But I have the ideas. From the first movie that the first official movie that I made, that is a Place on Earth. The idea, just to let you know, the idea came from a play that I made in Portugal, and because I had a lot of characters on that play from different worlds, including Egypt. I had one that was, you know, an ancient, you know, inspiration from Egypt as well, and we had people from different part of the world and everything. The idea was really putting these characters in a TV show because they had so much to offer and so many things. So, you know, that's another thing. I wrote a few things about that, but it's still on paper. So let's see what's going to happen. It's a lot of things. I told you, sometimes I need a connector to connect my brain to the computer, just to organize, like, computer, now you organize everything, because they are so much.
That the words flow automatically.
Yes. But yeah, that's some of the you know, the work I'm doing, and then putting everything on paper, organizing some ideas, shooting Joaquin, some scenes for Joaquin, Red Roses, see if we start putting in some festivals, and yeah, and let's see what is the next step. As an actress, I have two things that are supposed to come out, but I when they come out, I'll publish. One, it was a voiceover, and another one, something that I think is really important, is about voting here, that I made here in Texas for the next election. So I'm pretty excited to see what's going to come.
The election needs a documentary.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Well, this was more a PS industrial thing. So, but, you know, it's like more education thing for people to vote. But I believe everybody, it doesn't matter in each part of the world you should vote. You have the right to vote. You know, there were people fighting, especially, you know, for us women, you had women fighting for you to vote. So it's really important for everyone to go and vote in what they believe it's best for. So let's see what's going to come from that campaign, from that industrial.
So Anna, I wish you all the best in all the next projects, your films,
Thank
short
you.
or long, and continuation of Joaquin and everything. And I hope next time we connect, we have new projects to talk about as well.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
and I wish you all the best, and I hope the next months are better for all the world, you know, for artists and also for all the people.
Yeah, but you know, like this time was, I don't think COVID was just bad. You know, there has a lot of good things, introspection things, people to be together and talk. So I hope as well that, you know, that things start getting better, and I've seen a lot of people doing fantastic work from this COVID time. So, you know, had the good and the best and the worst. So,
Yes, always look at the bright side of life.
exactly. I think positive. We have to be positive, you know, like if we get negative, like nothing happens. And it doesn't work, you know. We have one life, at least the one I know for now, that I know myself right now. I don't know what's gonna happen next, and so yeah, let's do our best and create the most positive thing we can do in this world.
Sure, Anna. Take care. Huh? Thank you very much. Obrigado. Hmm?
De nada. How we say sorry in Egypt? How we say obrigado?
شكرا.
Oh, shukran. Yeah,
Uh,
shukran.
very easy. Very easy.
Very easy. Yes, and I know.
شكرا.
Yes,
You can
shukran.
remember it. Okay, Anna, take
Yes.
care.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Bye. Thank you.